right, so hello there. My name is Chris Palmer. In today's Google My Business SEO optimization video, what I'm going to share with you is a hack that will definitely help you rank higher in Google Maps and your Google My Business listing. So I want to retrace that exactly what I said there because it is in the early stages of testing, but what I saw was this right here. I'm going to draw down, and then let me give you the method of what I figured out so far, and I'm testing this. And the reason why I'm jumping the gun and I'm sharing this with you is because once I share stuff, then other people can implement, and then I'll be able to get more results faster, you see. But what I want to share with you is this. So if for Google My Business, if there's a 3-pack, all right, so 1, 2, 3, there's a 3-pack. All right, so 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, in order to go up or to rank, and then you have your other results. All right. So we'll have our other results, and then here's number 4. There's 5. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Now, let me prove a point, or let me talk with you a little bit here. All right. So we have our 3-pack, and this is our 3-pack over here. 3-pack. Okay. And then over here we have our maps ranking. All right. So I just want to put this into motion here. So our 3-pack and our maps ranking. Now, what is the difference between over here in this 10 spot here, okay, and then achieving the 3-pack or moving up within the maps rankings? All right. What is the difference? The difference lies after optimization levels have been achieved. We're matching and mirroring what is going on in Google My Business over to our website. You get what I'm saying? It's already optimized. You get this? Now, the next step is once I'm an actual brand and I'm able to generate interest, clicks, traffic, people are searching for me, I'm generating interest and traffic over to the listing. What tends to happen, and I'm sure you have seen this, is we're able to then achieve a higher rank. Now, we have gone through multiple different ways. I've tried emulators. I've tried real phones. I've tried micro workers. I've tried it all, and it all works, but it's all time consuming. And with all these types of services, it can start to get very expensive. So I'm always been looking at what's the competitors doing. How can I achieve a result for my clients, for myself, for a more cost-effective solution is really what I'm getting at. So what I have found is we know that clicks and traffic is what's going to rise us up once we're already optimized and our sites are optimized, but we need to start generating that interest. And we want to do it cheaply. So one of the things with, say, micro workers is when we're doing our micro worker campaigns, right? And we're just going to use micro workers as an example, but it could be any site, all right? So let's say we're running our micro workers campaigns, and let me go ahead and share this with you briefly. I'm walking you through as a presentation here, all right? Chris, the eBay guy at gmail.com, right? All right, bear with me here. This is my test account. Yes, the $25. All right. So, and what you'll tend to find is this. So if we come over here and we go into our campaigns, I just want to share this with you. Let's say you're running this particular type of campaign in order to, generate clicks, generate interest, generate traffic, right? And we're able to see and achieve a result. Now, I want to share something with you. So we have our international traffic. Let's just say that we get rid of these, and I'm just proving something as far as pricing is concerned here. But we're going to come down here and we're going to look for our SEO and web traffic, right? We're going to go for our search and engage, right? So we want our search and engage, and bear with me here. I'm going to share something with you. So let's say the task is going to take less than 5 minutes. Available positions, let's say we have a keyword, we want 30 people. The worker will earn 9 cents, but we know that that's probably not even going to get registered. So let's say it's 15 cents, which is more like it. So we recalculate. Now we have $5. We're able to generate 30 positions, and 30 clicks. And this is one keyword. This could be branded. This could be a variation keyword. This could be our main keyword. So that's 5, 10, 15 bucks, right? This is just one instance, 1 week. Now let's times that by 4. We're going to run a monthly campaign, and this is at the bare minimum. We're at 5, 10, 15, 20. It might as well just be 6. Let's say we're at $35 to $50, right? So the method that I want to share with you now that I've been seeing, it seems to be successful, is this, all right? And this is what I want to get to you. So if we know we need to generate clicks and traffic, then we start, and we want to do it cheaply, but we also want to generate real traffic guaranteed. Something I saw out in the wild, and I've been diagnosing this, I stumbled onto this a month ago, but I started playing with it myself, and I can see a slight increase. And the reason why I want to share this is because I shouldn't share this kind of stuff, but I want to give it to you because I want you to try it as well. All right. Now, let's just say that we're going to GoDaddy auctions, right? And I want to share something with you here. And I'm making this a presentation for a simple reason. So let's go to GoDaddy auctions, right? And I want to share something with you. So we have our GoDaddy auctions. Let's go take a look. And yes, we want an auction domain. Why? Because an auction domain has relevant people, real traffic coming to the domain. Are we going to pay a price? Sure. But we can still fit within that same range that where we can't guarantee exactly what they're doing, who they're going. Bear with me here. I got something for you guys. All right. So let's just say that we're looking for a domain, and what we want to guide our results by are going to be based on traffic. We're going to find a domain that has traffic, right? And we want to buy something cheap or cheaper in the maybe $50 to $150 range. Maybe we could take a look at Flippa. And Flippa, we know, is going to have websites inside of it that are definitely still indexed. They're trying to sell us a domain. And what we want to do is we want to see all the websites, right? And bear with me again. Stick with me. And what do we want? Well, what we're looking for is we're looking for something that definitely still has traffic going to it, right? So let's take a little quick look inside of here. And what do I want? I want a website and online business that's established. And I also want something, if we take a look in here, we'll go to a blog. All right. A blog is usually pretty good. Now let's take a look here. We're going to go to our most relevant. We're going to go to our lowest price first. Okay. And we can see here that we're starting to get some stuff that's relatively cheap, right? So we need to come over here, and what we're looking for is we want to look for one more. So we're going to go over here to page views, and it has to have at least 100 page views. Actually, you know what? Let's make it 500, right? So we have at least 500 page views. Okay, this guy's sponsoring his stuff. He's got a little bit of something, but let's just say let's say that we found one that we like. Dogs Fud. All right, so let's just take a look here at dogsfud.com. All right, so Dogs Fud is getting 400 searches per month. All right, so that's 400 searches per month. Now let's go back to our analyzation here. Let's take a look at this. So 400. If I'm doing 30, okay, this is gonna bring me into what? How much was what was the going rate? I forget what it said. So let's recalculate. Here it is right here. So we have $6. I want you to add that up. What's the difference? So what I'm trying to share with you is there's multiple ways that we can go and purchase domains that are receiving traffic. All right, real traffic, real visitors from the organic search results. Now, something that I saw in the SERP that I'm going to share with you now, and I'd love if you guys have anything out there, double down, try it out, and get back to me. Let me know your results in your SERP. Every SERP is different, all right? And I'm starting to find that for maps, it's the same way. All right, so the more testing and the more stuff I'm looking at for maps and ranking specific clients, what I'm finding is just like for your organic results, the SERP, all the SERPs are different. It's, you know, sometimes it can only take a little bit. Sometimes it's branded traffic. Sometimes it's going to be keyword-centric traffic. Sometimes it's going to be variation. I'm noticing that different types of traffic, different types of authority rank the property differently inside of maps in Google My Business. We're talking about maps here today. All right, so let's say that we have found our domain, all right? Let's say that perhaps, let's go over here to, now let's open this up. We're going to go to New Incognito, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to GoDaddy, all right? Or no, we're going to go to HostGator, all right? So let's go to HostGator, and what I want to share is this. And this is something that was breezed over yesterday. Nobody caught on what I was really sharing, so that's exactly why I decided to make a dedicated video on this. All right, so let me just show you guys something. So Chris at, okay, bear with me here. All right, so let's get inside of here, and I want you to think back at what we were just doing. Let's say that, you know, we took our time, all right? Let's say we found one in here that was generating quite a bit of traffic. That's an actual auction domain. Perhaps we were on Flippa and we found a actual really good domain that's a lot of traffic. Organic traffic is what we're looking for. Real users, real clicks, real referrer traffic. That's what we're looking for. Real clicks and traffic. That's key here. So once we have our real traffic, let's just say that we bought this domain. It was this domain. It could have been any domain. And this number here for the verified traffic was a lot higher, right? Let's say it was generating 1,000 real visits per month for particular keywords, ideally that are related to our brand, but what we have found, or our keywords, but what we have found irrelevant of locational, right? For hyper-specific keywords, and if we want to expand proximity, then we need our devices and the people searching to be searching for that particular property. However, for just a general increase, if we can increase the traffic and the clicks going to the property, then we're able to get a jump, right? So what I found is this, and I've seen this for a very competitive niche, and I'm looking at their backlink profile and I'm thinking to myself, you know, what's going on here? And I was looking at it for an entirely different reason, right? I was trying to see if they were getting any type of boost power-wise, link-wise. But as I started deep diving in and I started noticing what they were doing, that's when I had the light bulb moment. I was like, oh, I get it now. And that's what I'm going to share with you so you guys can get it too. All right, so let's come back over here. I'm going to go into here. So let's say that we bought our domain that's receiving super high amounts of traffic. We bought the domain for $50 to $200, somewhere in that range. We can generally get domains in this range that are generating some type of traffic. It's irrelevant, the topic. Ideally, we would want the traffic to be hyper relevant. That way it could potentially convert, but we're looking for a ranking increase, and that's it, right? So if we're looking for a ranking increase and we want to generate real traffic for the cheapest amount, one of the ways that we can do this is what I'm going to show you here. So if we come over here and we take a look, let's say we're going inside of here, and this is a domain that I bought just to mess with. Let's go over here to our hosting. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump right in here to the cPanel. And inside of our cPanel, again, I want you to take note of this. So we're going to head over here, and let's say that this is the domain that we just bought. So it's Chris Palmer SEO, all right. Now let's say that this is the domain that we bought that's generating a lot of traffic, but we want to start getting traffic to our Google My Business and Google Maps listing, and we want to start generating and getting traffic to the listing and getting clicks. Why? Because we know that this is going to increase our ranking. It's the most important thing. So if we come into here, let's just take a look at our locations page. Let's say that there's a specific page. Maybe it's the home page, maybe it's an internal page, maybe it's this Henderson digital marketing page, right? Maybe it's this page. So we bought a domain, it's getting a lot of traffic. We come inside of here and let's go over here, and I'm just going to use this as an example to show you the technique, but you could run with this and do whatever you'd like. So let's go over here to Plepper, all right, just to make things a little bit easy for us. Let's get rid of this. We're going to come over here. We're going to search for Chris Palmer Marketing, or let's just say that we're using Chris Palmer Marketing is the property that we want to boost up. Now, again, not just sending traffic to this link is what's going to do it, all right? People sometimes take it ultra literal. I'm showing you the method to get traffic. It's not only this one entity. You need to be creative. We're getting traffic into posts. We might want to get traffic into other. You might not just want to send it here. This is one place to send it, but be creative with how you're sending it. One of the ways that you might want to send it over is maybe when they go to a page, it's being forwarded to an automatic search on Google, such as this. So let's just say that we're going to do this, right? Let's see if we can get this to trigger. So what if we were doing this? So let's just take this. All right, we're generating a search within Google, so we're going to force a search. So we're going to come down here, and we're going to take this affiliate. Oh, okay. We're going to put our code here just as a note. We're going to use this, and we're also going to come over here, and we're going to use our Google Maps. So let's come over here to Maps really quick here. Maps. We're looking for me. I'm using myself as the example, but what we want is we want this right here. We're going to copy this particular link. Why? Because we want to get the CID. So this particular tool here, I'm not promoting it. We can come into here. We're going to click on it, and then here, let's generate the code. All right, so now we have the generation. So this here is what is called the CID, right? This is the customer identification number. So we're going to use that also. So we'll come down here. All right, we're going to put that here, but for more fun, we're going to utilize this. This is being creative. Again, you can be creative. Think of other ways to get traffic to the entity, right? This is what is going to get you to rank, all right? Stick with me here. All right, so let's take it back to the very beginning. We buy a domain. We have a domain that's receiving organic real traffic from the search results, all right? We buy it for $50 to $200. Yay. All right, now that we've bought in the domain, we have the domain, all right? Now that we have the domain, we set it up. It's still getting traffic. We come in here to the file manager. We're going to launch the actual page and some of the other pages. Why? Because we want to retain the traffic that it's already receiving. We do not want Google to think that it's a completely new site. However, there's other pages that are within this property that we can utilize the traffic in order to boost up our Google Maps and Google My Business, all right? Stick with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to come right in here to the HTA access file, all right? Once we're inside of the HTA access file, what I want to share with you is this. So I did a quick test just to show people yesterday, but they completely missed it, I think. They didn't get it, but that's why I wanted to show you guys this today. So let me show you exactly what we're doing here. So we bought the page. Let's say it's this site here. All right, so this is the page that's getting a ton of traffic. So here's what we want to do. So we come in here to our HTA access, and what you're going to do is you're going to write hashtag. All right, we're in HTA access. See this part right here where it says end of WordPress? It has to be in do it right before that. That's what's going to make it easy. So once we have that, you're going to click space, and then it's PERMANENT, and then it's URL. All right, URL, and then redirect, all right, and then press enter. It's going to go right underneath. Once it's underneath, you're going to do a capital R, redirect, all right? So we're doing a 301 redirect on one page, only one page that's getting a ton of traffic. And when we permanently redirect this page, all right, what we're going to do is this. So we're going to take the page, which is this one here. So you're going to get from the section here to here, all right? So we're going to copy that. Remember, it's on this domain. We're in the HTA access file. So what we need to do then is we need to go inside of here. Let's go into our HTA access. Did I put it here? So it's that. And then you're going to put a space, and you're going to put the page that's getting the traffic, okay? Here, go back here. And then what you want to do is after that last piece, you're going to hit a space, and then you're going to grab your creative link. Remember, we're forcing traffic to increase our SERP, but we want real organic traffic for cheap. So what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and we're going to forward it right over to here. All right? That's exactly where we're going to send it. We're going to send it into here. All right, so that's where we're gonna forward it. All right, so we're gonna save this change. All right, now let's say that now we know that this site is getting traffic. We know that this page is getting traffic. All right, so let's go back to this. We're gonna go, this is Henderson. Let's say that, you know, this could be a normal user. We go to Henderson and poof, we just forced a search. Get it? That's it. That's the method, all right? Now I've seen this is working for these guys, right? I've been playing with it and I'm noticing a flux, but the difference is I've been playing with it for about a month now, all right? So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. My name is Chris Palmer. If you have any further questions related to Google My Business, Google Maps, local SEO, really, anything at all, always feel free to go ahead and ask in the comments below, and I most certainly look forward to seeing you in the next Google My Business Optimization SEO hack video. Have a wonderful day.